Please welcome Mike Foreman.
Thanks, Connor. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. I always like to start out with a video, some home movies that I took on my second space shuttle mission. I flew 2 times to space, and I was a mission specialist for NASA. People always say, what was your specialty? And I say, well, NASA never really told me what my specialty was. So I'm still waiting to hear. But actually, I did 5 spacewalks, so I became a specialist in spacewalking, and you'll see us do a couple spacewalks. And we come outside, beautiful views from outside the space station, looking down at the Earth. I tell the people that have never been outside the space station, they'd stayed inside and looked through the flat windows. The view is pretty good, but when you're out there and you have the full panoramic view, it's awesome. No spacewalk ever goes 100% perfectly. There's always some little glitch that we have to work around, but thankfully, being an astronaut is like an open book test. If we ever have a question or have a difficulty, all we have to do is say it. Hey, there's something wrong with this bolt, and 100 people down here in Houston at Mission Control hear it, and they immediately start going to work, and within minutes, usually they have an answer for us to work around it.
And we've seen some plans for maybe a moon village, a structure on the moon, which would be the launch pad for the real exciting thing for everyone, which is a manned mission to Mars.
Right.
And again, we put together this exhibit to kind of imagine what that would look like, and thinking about the kind of energy you'd need to be able to have a regular, reliable electricity supply to keep people alive and to bring the raw materials to get back to Earth. We had a chat earlier about what kind of energy you'd need out there, and there's one that hasn't really been mentioned too much. You said it's like nuclear has to be part of the mix.
Well, I think so. I hope I'm not saying a bad word there to people, but I think, for instance, you know, on Mars, we talk, well, the space station has solar arrays, gets its power from solar. Mars, a lot less efficient solar array, you know, usage there. It's so much further from the sun, far less efficient than here, space station on Earth, and so nuclear, I think, is a solution. Because even to get to Mars, you know, with the propulsion technology we have today, it's too long a trip really to be viable. Possibly be get you there and to power you while you're there. I think both are good solutions. I think we just in this country we get a little ginchy, you know, when we're talking about launching a space vehicle that could blow up, you know, as soon as it launches with a nuclear reactor inside of it. So we'll have to get around that somehow and figure out how to make it safe. I think it's just kind of written in our DNA that, you know, we will want to go beyond, and we'll figure out the solutions to the problems to be able to do it.